our president could do much better at being a president.
Yeah, how so?
I think if I were to have tea with the president today, I would talk to him about the education system in South Africa. I would talk to him about the health system, and I would talk to him about the youth. Those are the three things that I'm not finding joy in how they are being handled in the country.
Yeah.
My top three would be the youth, the education and health.
Welcome back, and we're still with Miss B, aka Dr. Ramalapa, and we're still talking about her now, and more about really who she is and what she does outside outside the lab and outside her research space. And I remember when we were in France, we shopped so much, and we shopped and shopped and shopped until we got to a point where we were trying to sort of siyakuzana, to say no, we're going a bit too far. And then Miss B would say, no, we work hard, we deserve nice things. So with that, I want to talk about whether or not she still shops that much, because we did quite a lot of shopping. Do you still do that much shopping, or has the whole being a mom thing come in the way of that?
I still do a lot of shopping. Do I do a lot of shopping for myself?
Yeah,
I try. I really do believe in, I don't know how to put it so it does not sound selfish, but anyway, what the hell.
Yeah.
I believe that my children should not come into my life to make me struggle.
Yes.
No, I chose to have these children.
Yeah.
And I chose to have them at a time in my life where I could accommodate them into my life, so that they don't come into my life and take something away from me. And I have to sit there and think, me or him, because I have two boys.
Yeah.
So me or him, or me or them. So all three of us, me and the kids, have to be accommodated in my life. So I have to be able to shop for myself and them. Maybe less for me now, because I'm still trying to attain the kind of money where we can, have all have the kind of luxury that I wish for us to have. But I really don't want my kids to take away from me. I like to be able to give them what I am willing to give.
Yeah.
But not have them take away from me, because I don't think that would be a nice life to live. For me to have kids and for them to come and, cramp my style.
I think I like that, and I think we don't speak a lot about, like you were saying, it's like, in a way that doesn't make me come across as selfish, but really, is it though selfish? Because, quite frankly, there's a possibility that people sacrifice so much of themselves, and then we start to see the kind of challenges that we have in the world, right? So maybe being a little selfish isn't a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm not trying to make motherhood look easy, because it's not at all. There will be some sacrifices that you have to make, but that should be sacrifices that you are willing to make, because a lot of us make sacrifices every day.
Yeah.
You make sacrifices for your job, for your family, for your partner. But when you make sacrifices for a job and you love it, you don't really see it as something bad. So I want to be able to make sacrifices for my children and love it, and not see it as something bad. I want to be able to say that I'm forced to do, and it's a chore, and I have to wake them up early and bath them. And so that's why I'm saying I chose to have children at a particular time, so that if I don't feel like bathing them today, there's someone that's paid to do it.
Absolutely.
So she will bath them. But if I want to make bath time fun today, and we have all those nice toys and we talk about their day, then I will do it that day. Because that day I'm not tired.
Yeah, is that what
I will do it that
modern day mommying looks like?
I hope that at some point it does look like that. At the moment it can't look like that for all of us, and I acknowledge it, and I'm not being ignorant about it. But I hope that someday it will be able to look like that for all of us. Where you have a choice that today I have so much to do in the lab, and I'm going to spend a lot of time in the lab. So when I get home, there should be dinner, the children should be bathed, and all I will do today is just have my dinner and read them a bedtime story. I don't need to go home after being tired. After spending my whole day in the lab, I don't need to go home and cook dinner and bath them and get them ready for tomorrow, and and do all those things. I hope that we will get to some point where we enjoy being a mommy so much, because it's filled with a lot of the fun and less of the responsibilities, less of the chores that
so I enjoy your tweets about your children a lot, and I sit and I like hose myself with laughter because almost be busy chowing Liche's burger.
Yeah, well, I bought the burger, and if at some point my burger is finished and he's playing around with his not knowing whether he's gonna eat it now or later, I'm going to make the choice for him and eat it now.
And there's that other tweet of I died so much. I don't know if you had gone to the zoo or somewhere, and I don't know if he saw a bull and he decides he's going to charge at the bull, and you're just like...
we went to a farm that we like going to in Irene. And oh my God, I was actually pregnant with my second at the time.
Oh, step.
And Lisa decided to go underneath the fence, and there was a bull there that was there. And I was actually thinking, so if the bull charges, do I save him or do I save, because now there's two of us and there's one of him. Do I save the both of us or do I save the one? But luckily the bull didn't charge. But it was decision time.
It was decision time.
Or the two. But I think that's what you get when you have boys. I mean, the things that the second one is only 6 months old now, turning 6 months next week. And then the older one is turning 3 in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So the 3-year-old one is really, he causes chaos. In the house, outside of the house, wherever we go, he's just a busy person, yeah.
But that's cool though, isn't it?
It is, and I know when he does something and you stop him, he says, but Mom, I'm Spider-Man. So,
oh, and he is Spider-Man, why not?
So he believes that, he can do all this, climb off a roof, climb off everything. So half the time I'm really just trying to stop him from killing himself.
Yeah. And then outside of the lab and outside of being a mom, is there space for anything else?
I try to make space for the things that I love doing. I try to make space for shopping. I try to make space to meet up with friends, because I try to make space for the ideas that I have in my head in terms of, I want to start a business. And so I try to make time for all of that. That's why I say to you that momming for me is not really just looking after the kids all the time.
It's not the primary, it's not the reason for existence.
I have the resources to pay someone to help with some of the money. They have a dad as well. I have lots of family. I decided that I want to live in Pretoria because a lot of my family lives in Pretoria. So if there's a weekend, I want to do something, like I want to go out the whole weekend. I will call my mom and say, your grandkids need someone to stay with them for the whole weekend. I will call my aunt and say, well, these kids need someone to look after them, so can you do it this weekend?
So are you
telling me? Can you do it as in you're doing it? Because I've also looked after other children in my family as well while I was growing up. So yeah, so
it's
I have
up time.
that kind of support system where let's all help each other look after our children. If I'm available this weekend, you can bring your kids to my house.
Oh, lovely.
Then when I'm not available and I need to do other stuff that does not include being a mom, you look after the kids so that I can be, because I'm a whole woman. I'm not just a mother. I'm not just someone's partner. I'm not just someone's employee. But I have so many things that I need to do. And I need to be able to do those things without feeling like, you know, it's a burden. Some part of my life is a burden.
And then from a business perspective, what are those aspirations? What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, so far, the only thing that I've started in terms of business is consulting, right?
Oh, cool.
So I've gotten together with a few friends, and we all have different skills in terms of the area of science that we are in.
Yeah.
And we have a business called Gold Leaf Scientific Solutions.
The Gold Leaf.
Yes, Scientific Solutions. So we offer different types of solutions. Like I have a background in chemistry, pharmaceutical sciences, and I'm now working mostly in the biotechnology area. So I offer consultancy in that. I have a friend who offers, you know, consultancy in material sciences. You know, I have another friend who's more in the regulation in the sciences, and you know, when you need certification for your business or for your science
your innovation or
yes, that you offer. If you are a company that needs some kind of certification, then she can help with that. So we formed a consortium as friends, and we're offering those kind of services, and we all come from the scientific background.
And then for the person that's listening that's not familiar with the other area, with a variety of areas of science, who generally is your clients that perhaps a person who's listening that's not in the sciences can relate to?
Okay, so generally a lot of the things that people need to do is in terms of certification, like in terms of your ISO regulation. So people will know when they put in tenders with different companies, they say you need some sort of ISO regulation in you know, in order to get this tender.
Yes.
And so they would come to us, and we would help them with that process.
Oh,
I
see.
In terms of getting the quality of their business up to standard for them to be able to get that regulation and get that certification.
And the quality of a product for people that are looking more at perhaps developing a product.
For example, you might need to go via, I mean, it all goes through mostly the same channels. For example, I deal a lot with drugs and medical devices and the likes. And so if you needed regulation from the likes of SAPRA, I could help you with that.
Oh, I see.
If you needed regulation from the likes of the
SAPRA is the regulatory body that
for medications
to say
medical
that
devices, yes,
to say it's ready for use by people, it's safe, and it's not going to kill anyone.
Yes.
Oh, okay, no, cool, that's dope. And are you finding that there are a lot of people that are starting companies like that? Because I think that would be really interesting.
Indeed, there are a lot of people who are going into the entrepreneurship space in South Africa because, you know, of where we are finding ourselves in terms of, you know, employment. There are a lot of people who don't have jobs. And, you know, the unemployment statistics in South Africa are quite high. Yes. So we're finding there are a lot of people who start businesses, but they also don't know what to do. Like, if I know that they are, you know, there's a certain medical device that people can use in their homes as opposed to using in, you know, as opposed to going to the hospital. But I don't know, now that I have this idea for a medical device, how do I get it onto the market? You know, what is the quality of standard that I should meet? You know, or I've made a material that I believe you can coat on your walls, and if there's a fire in your house,
it'll be resistant.
Yeah, but I don't know when I have this material what's the quality, what standards should it meet?
How do
so
I
you
test
can come
it?
to us, and we can tell you, okay, this is what you should do, and we will actually offer the maybe services to test it and tell you what regulation you need and the likes. So that's what we do.
And how do people that are perhaps, because a lot of the people that listen and watch the podcast are people within the industry, and I think a lot of people are looking at starting their own companies and they don't know. I mean, we're talking about people that have already perhaps gotten some kind of a solution, or they've got some kind of an idea. But there are a lot of people who are thinking of starting new companies, and at least now they have some kind of an idea where to go. So where do they go?
Okay, so we have an email address that's info@goldliftss.co.za. And the website is still coming up. And I think I don't know in the episode if you're gonna share my contacts in terms of Twitter and all the social spaces. They could also get at me at Dr Bathabile everywhere. Instagram at Dr Bathabile, Twitter at Dr Bathabile, and if they DM me or anything and they want to get in touch with the company, then I can direct them to the company.
I think that is so exciting. I love that a lot of scientists, you know, at our age, are looking into, you know, alternate streams of revenue, but in meaningful ways that seek to assist and help other people. I really do love that. We're going to play a quick game before we end the show. I'm going to say, and you can't think about it too long. If I say a name, you say what the first thing that comes up in your mind. I say a name, the first thing that comes to mind.
I'm getting into trouble.
I also hope you don't get into trouble.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start easy. Beyonce.
Iconic.
Julius Malema.
Revolutionist.
Cyril Ramaphosa.
President.
Herman Mashaba.
I don't know much about him.
At all?
At all. I just know that he started a political company, but a political party, but I'm sorry.
Elon Musk?
Elon Musk, Okay, can we start that again? I don't think I did justice.
To Elon Musk,
yeah, because I know who he is, I know what he does, I know that he's sending people to the moon, and I know that I love that about him, but, you know, I just went blank.
On the whim, you're just like,
yeah.
There's so many things that I'm thinking about.
I know that I want to have the kind of money that he has.
Absolutely, I want that kind of money. That kind of, if you, I don't give a damn, I will do what I want and say what I want kind of money.
Oh, and I know that our president could do much better at being a president.
Yeah, how so?
I think if I were to have tea with the president today, I would talk to him about the education system in South Africa. I would talk to him about the health system, and I would talk to him about the youth. Those are the three things that I'm not finding joy in how they are being handled in the country.
Yeah.
My top three would be the youth, the education and health.
Yeah. Folks, you heard it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I had an absolute lovely time chatting to Miss B, and I hope you guys have had an incredible time as well watching her, if you're watching her, and I hope you guys love her skirts, because I love her skirts if you're watching. And if you're listening, thank you so much for listening. Do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, download as much as you can on your preferred podcasting platform, and we'll see you, and you'll listen to us next time on Let's Talk Science with Thuli. I am signing out. Thank you very much.